wanna play, make it a brighter place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind. You'll find inspiration, all I'm saying.
Hi, this is Mary from Mary's Stamping Happenings, and today is Tips and Techniques Tuesday. And on my blog, marysstampinghappenings.blogspot.com, I've been discussing some adhesive areas in Grandma's rocking chair. And to continue that, I'd like to show you some tips and techniques about using Stampin' Up! Adhesives. In the Grandma's Rocking Chair blog post, we talk about whether or not it was acid-free or not, so you could use it with scrapbooking. But today I notice some people have not problems, but they just don't know how to use some of the adhesives. So first of all, we're going to talk about the glue dots. As you can see, the glue dots are just a small little piece of glue on a shiny waxy paper so they come off. Now I've noticed people have tried to take them off and use them like this, but they get stuck on your fingers quite a bit. So you really don't want to do that. What you want to do with the glue dots is you want to bring your piece of paper to your glue dots and press it on like this, and then it will come off onto your paper. I notice if it's cold that you would like to put your thumb over and heat up that glue just a little so it comes off a little easier. So that's the tips and technique for the glue dot. Now, stamping dimensionals. I love stamping dimensionals. And they're two-sided. They have sticky on either side. The one side here is on the waxy side, so it comes off and it leaves the top on. So what you do is you just take it and you press it here. Now, the tip here is what you're going to do is if you have fingernails, you're just going to press it in the middle, make a little indent or a little score line, and it will come off. Now, if you don't have fingernails like I do, what you can do is just take a pen and put it in the middle, and it will erase it off. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to take that piece of paper off, and there's that sticky side. So then you can stick it to your other piece of paper. What I like doing is I will put both the glue dots and the stamping dimensionals on the smallest piece that I'm attaching first, so I know that I won't miss it to do that. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is the snail adhesive. Ran out of snail adhesive yesterday in our mini album class, and so I had to change it, and the folks wanted to know how to change it. It's really easy. Here's what the snail looks like. Here is what the refill looks like. It's just the innards. What you see here is you've got two areas. They're black on Stampin' Ups, and they've got little arrows. All you're going to do is push those down and remove it. What you're then going to do, and this is the tricky part, because you may want to, put it on a different way, but what you're going to do is you're going to just line up those areas again and stick them in. That's really easy. Again, to take them off, you just push that down. To put them on, you just click it in, and then your snail is usable. Also, the bottom, the cover for the snail goes on the bottom, and this ridge line is where you put your finger to use the snail. Okay? And do it at a little bit of an angle, and it comes out pretty good. The next one I'm going to talk about is our Tombow, or multi-purpose glue. A lot of times after you use it, it gets a little glue snot around the hole. All you have to do is just peel that off. Then, especially, I know this one is almost empty, so you're just going to shake it a little and put a little bit of glue on. Now it's got two ends. The Tombow has two ends. It's got this small little one, which I like to use. Always remember to put your top on because it does have a sealer, so it really will seal that hole. And it has a large end. Again, if you use this side a lot, clean the glue snot off of it. And all you have to do again is shake it down. And this one is almost out. And just till the glue just starts coming. And this one leaves you a little longer area, a little bigger area to glue. And the last one I'd like to talk about is our two-way glue pen. It's called a two-way glue pen because it is permanent and it is also temporary. So if you put it on, how you get it to start is you just press it and you'll see the blue come out. When it's blue, that means like that. When it's still wet, it's permanent. So what you can do is you can attach something just like this, let it dry, and you won't be able to take it off. But it is also, and this is really good for the envelope punch board and making envelopes. This is how you seal your envelopes, or how I seal my envelopes. Now that's a lot. Anyhow, this may not dry right away. Well, what you do is, let's try another piece here. You're going to take it and you're going to just put a small area here. And you'll see it's blue, and we're just going to let it set there for a little bit until it dries. Once it dries, totally dries, what it is it's a temporary adhesive. That's again what I use on to seal my cards on. When it is wet like it is here, and like we did here, it's now permanent. If you try to get it off, it will rip your paper. So that one is permanent. This one right here is a temporary glue. It'll glue and it'll stay for quite a while, but you can lift it off. Oh, let me give you a pointer for the red sticky strip. I love my sticky strip. I use it for all my 3D projects. I do have a special pair of scissors, and no, Stampin' Up! Does not sell them. But these are called glue scissors or tape scissors, and they have a serrated edge. I have had these for probably 5 to 6 years. You don't have to have them sharpened. They don't get gunky, and they're really great. On the sticky strip, you're just going to cut this, and again, you have the red tape on top of it, and you have the sticky stuff right on the bottom. You're just going to fold that until you need it. So lay it all out, put it on until you need. Now, again, you can lift it off with your fingernail if you have it. If you don't, just grab it a little bit with the scissors and pull it. Okay, and pull it up just like that to start it. It pulls up really easy. Now, if you use it a lot like I do, if you get like 15, 20 of these in your trash can, they start repelling each other. So what I do is I wet my fingers, wet it, and then throw it away, and it won't repel. So there you have it for Tips and Techniques Tuesday. Some tips and techniques in using our adhesive. Thanks for visiting, and happy stamping.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it about a place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the